What's up guys, sharkeatyoshi here again, bringing you another battle video. So in today's battle video, we're going to be using this team for one last time, actually two last times. We're going to be doing two battles with this team, and we're going to be going ahead and shelving this team. This team has been a very good team actually. It's been doing pretty well, to tell you the truth. I did have some misfortunate events, but the team has actually been playing out very well. We are 5-2, 5 wins, 2 losses. And we are 1548, so very good number. One of our wins did not count, sadly enough, so we could have been higher. We DC'd, I think we DC'd, but the game wasn't counted as a loss or a win. So I think it must have been like a ghost game. Ooh, spooky game. And apparently we got communication errors with our opponent there, so we're gonna be put back into the queue, and hopefully we can get 2 wins off with this team before we end off, good. So we're gonna face someone from Texas, 1546, almost very close to our pointage. So my opponent is running a very interesting team, as you guys can see. There are a lot of very nasty priority that I do not want to face up against. He has the Clawdon. He has a lot of cool Pokemon, to tell you the truth. Also, Altaria. He has the Sableye. He has the Zapdos, he has the Gallade, he has the, what's his face over here, the crab guy, Clawwitzer, Clawwitzer, I think that's his name. And last but not least, the annoying, very annoying, extremely annoying, Whimsicott. So a very scary, very interesting team, nothing that we cannot handle. I feel like Virizion is going to be another very powerful Pokemon in this situation. I also feel like Landorus is also a very strong Pokemon because the Intimidate and just him having a lot of flying Pokemon and a lot of Pokemon that can get really wrecked by rock slides is just such a cool thing to have. I can also run Amoonguss, putting things to sleep. Amoonguss is also a very powerful Pokemon in this situation. Also Heatran. He has no way to deal with Heatran other than his Gallade and his Claw dude over here. But other than that, yeah, we can deal with that. So I don't think I'm going to bring Kangaskhan. He does have the ghost type. He does have a lot of Pokemon that can deal with Kangaskhan very well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in Virizion, Landorus, Heatran, and Amoonguss. I think Amoonguss is a powerful Pokemon. Once we get rid of the Whimsicott, we're in a good position. I actually might just run... Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I kind of want to bring in Heatran instead. Heatran just a very powerful Pokemon, but you know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and lead off with Heatran first. Landorus and Amoonguss in the back. Let's go ahead and do that. I kind of want to lead off with Heatran first. So hopefully we can get a win here. I feel like Heatran, if we could set up, we can do a lot of work. A lot of great work. So Mega Gallade isn't really fast until he Mega Evolves, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my... Yep, this was a very smart. This was very smart by my part here. He does bring in the Zapdos and he does bring in the Whimsicott. 2 very scary Pokemon. He could have Heat Wave onto that Zapdos over there. Tailwind, 100% sure Tailwind's gonna come out. I really cannot touch the Zapdos with my Virizion over here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Landorus, and I'm going to go for a substitute, and hopefully he does not predict this. Hopefully he goes for a Protect or goes for a Tailwind with Whimsicott, and I can get a free substitute off. Even if he attacks with Zapdos, hopefully he does not have any shenanigans whatsoever. Hopefully he doesn't have Taunt. Hopefully he doesn't predict this and go for a Tauntarino, Pepperino. So he's going to go for his own substitute, which is pretty cool. Going to go for his own substitute. Zapdos is going to go for a Light Screen, which is pretty interesting. And I'm going to go for my own substitutes over here. So we're just going to go ahead and set up. I think he's just going to go ahead and try to encore me to death and do a lot of shenanigans, which is pretty awful. But I think we have the better Pokemon in this situation. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide here. And apparently that's a very tanky, very supporty Zapdos. And I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave here. And he is going to go for the Tailwind, of course. Tried to set that up. Tried to be as fast as possible. Tried to outspeed my Landorus, and hopefully he doesn't have HPI, seeing that he did go for the Light Screen, which is very interesting. Let's see how much damage I'm going to do to the Zapdos. Going to take a decent amount of damage onto the Zapdos. Zapdos does flinch, and then Heat Wave is going to come out. Sadly enough, I did not I was not able to break out the Whimsicott's substitute, which is pretty annoying. But I do get the super effective hit, and I do break the Whimsicott's thingy over here. He might actually disable my... I don't know if Whimsicott runs disable. I know it runs Encore. I don't think it runs disable. So I'm going to go for the Rock Slide again and go for another Heat Wave. I do not think Whimsicott runs disable. And more than likely, he's just going to go for another substitute, of course. He kind of has to. Thunderbolt is going to come out onto the Heatran slot. This might actually break my substitute. Yep, it is going to go ahead and fade, sadly enough. But I am going to get a Rock Slide off, and hopefully I should be able to knock out the Zapdos with this Rock Slide. So I am able to knock out the Zapdos. Thankfully. I almost like spewed all over the place. So I am going to go for a Heat Wave here. I'm going to break the Whimsicott's substitute. He's just going for substitute for days, and he doesn't have any regen whatsoever from what it looks like. I think it gets Wish, if I remember correctly. I think it gets Wish. I do not remember, actually. Heatran, Landorus in a good position right here. He's going to go ahead and bring in Clawitzer, which is a very scary Pokemon to deal with. I think I'm going to go ahead and switch out... I think I might actually go for a double switch out, actually. Yes, I'm going to go for a double switch out Amoonguss, and then switch into... Wait, that's been 1 turn, 2 turns... That's been 2 turns of Tailwind. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch out, bring in Amoonguss, and I'm just going to go ahead and Spore this Clawitzer. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Amoonguss. I'm going to go ahead and protect with Heatran, and hopefully his Tailwind dissipates. I think it's been 2 turns. This is going to be the 3rd turn. So he's going to go for a Moonblast onto the Amoonguss slot. Amoonguss is going to take this like a champ because it is a poison type. Whoa, that actually did a lot more. Oh, he credited me. He's going to go for a Crab Hammer onto the Heatran, which is a very nasty move, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and heal up nicely. He might actually taunt me. I do not know for sure if it has taunt. So I'm just going to go for a straight up Giga Drain here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in Virizion. He might just actually go for a Moonblast onto that slot, knowing that he can actually kill me, kill the Virizion, but it is fine. I should be able to get it free. No, he's just going to go for a substitute, so I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with this substitute play. He's probably going to go for a knockoff onto the Virizion slot. That is fine with me. Virizion's going to take a ton of damage. I am going to get the Justify boost, which is pretty freaking nice, and I'm going to be able to get the Giga Drain off right here onto the Clawitzer, do a ton of damage. And this Whimsicott is essentially useless. He's just going for substitute for days. Light Screen is going to go ahead and wear off. His Tailwind is going to go ahead and peter out. Whimsicott is such a fast Pokemon. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Giga Drain onto the Clawitzer, which should kill. And I'm going to go ahead and protect with the Virizion over here. So I'm really not worried about the Whimsicott. He's probably going to go ahead and set up Tailwind again. So he's going to go ahead and protect, which is nice. He's going to go ahead and set up Tailwind more than likely. Here comes the Tailwind. Here it comes. Here comes the Tailwind, and I'm happy to see that. So I am slow, sadly enough. I could have gone for an attacking move onto the Whimsicott, which is also a possibility. Let's see what kind of moves he has. Whimsicott is now extremely fast, and he's going to go ahead and wreck my Virizion. I'm really not worried whatsoever. Let's go for a Giga Drain onto the Clawitzer and go for a Leaf Blade onto the Whimsicott. If he gets a double protect, I'm going to be upset. I think Virizion has already done enough. It's already done enough pressure right here. I don't think Whimsicott can apply any more pressure onto my Pokemon. So he's probably going to go ahead and knock off my Amoonguss, which is going to do a ton of damage onto him. Yep, knockoff is going to come out. It's going to do a ton of damage to his own Clawitzer. It's actually going to do a ton of damage to my Rocky Helmet Amoonguss over here, even though this Amoonguss is very defensive, very bulky. Just because it's a stab move, I think that's why, and plus when you knock off, I think it's a 30% boost. So we are going to go ahead and knock out 2 of his Pokemon. This Whimsicott isn't really doing anything. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Heatran over here, and he's going to go ahead and bring out Gallade. Ooh, I should have brought out my Lando, to tell you the truth, now that I think about it. Should have brought out Lando. Oh well. He's probably going to go for a Psycho Cut over here. So, in that case, I'm going to go for a Rage Powder. And I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave. Kind of need to go for these attacking moves here. He's going to go here and Mega Evolve, which is very scary. and he is faster, but I am going to go ahead and get the Rage Powder off, and he's probably going to go for a double attacking move. Leech Seed onto the Heatran. Heatran avoids. He's going to go for a Zen Headbutt, which is very interesting because Zen Headbutt tends to miss a lot, and hopefully I do not miss the Heat Wave. That'll be very upsetting. I do not. This is going to go ahead and connect onto the Glade. It's not going to knock out the Glade, sadly enough. Glade is going to take a ton of damage, which is good for me. Whimsicott's thing is going to... Oh, we get the burn! Oh, baby! Oh! That was very unfortunate for my opponent, and with that, that should pretty much seal up the deal. We should be able to win this game now. Holy moly! Oh baby, the burn! So I am going to get the Intimidado. He is burned and he is intimidated, and holy moly, we got so lucky there. Now that, I'm going to call Lux. But I felt like we're still in a good position, even though even if I didn't get the burn, I still felt like we're in a good position. My opponent is just still going to go for Whimsicott substitutes, which to me doesn't make too much sense. Close combat is not going to knock out Heatran. Heatran is very bulky, and with him being -1 in burns, and now him having 0 defenses, this Rock Slides, sadly enough, Glade avoids. Hopefully I don't miss the Heat Wave, because then he can come back if I miss the Heat Wave. Whimsicott avoids, which is fine. I could care less about this Whimsicott. Whimsicott really can't do anything to my team because he's just... Pretty much Whimsicott didn't do anything except set up Tailwinds, and he couldn't use the Tailwinds very effectively. Yes, I did get a burn it towards the end, but I felt like that was a very lucky burn. I'm going to say that. That's for sure. So let's go for an Earth Power onto the Whimsicott. And he's going to go for a Leech Seed, which Heatran avoids. The avoiding master, Heatran. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just got to win these games with hacks. Especially when these kind of games, you just got to win with hacks sometimes. You know, just sometimes. Especially when you're dealing with moves that can miss very hard. You just got to make your plays, and hopefully the game gives you the win sometimes. So we do get a win there. Nice. And... that was a very cool win. So, we're going to do one more battle. We are 6-2 now. Very good battle for my opponent there. Sadly, Whimsicott couldn't do enough. But, it's fine. We already saw 2 Whimsicotts in 2 videos already. One that put in a ton of work, and another that just substituted for days. I don't know if I like substitute Whimsicott. I don't know if I like it. Tell you the truth. Let's put music 16. I like that music. Or music 18. No, let's put music 18. So we're going to do one more battle with this team, and hopefully we can get a win before we end off. So someone 1488 from Japan. Hopefully we can get a win here. You can't underestimate low-level opponents because they can just wreck you for days. You know, so he has a very strong team, as you guys can see there. He has a Suicune, a Entei, 2 possible Megas, actually 3 possible Megas, in his Metagross, Kangaskhan, and his Gyarados. He also has a Hydreigon, which is a very scary Pokemon, and can put in a lot of work. I feel like Virizion is going to be a very powerful Pokemon in this matchup. I also feel like Kangaskhan is going to be another very powerful Pokemon. Heatran also, Landorus, a lot of my Pokemon are very powerful Pokemon against this particular matchup. I feel like Virizion is going to be the better Pokemon, though, bringing in Kangaskhan or Landorus. I am going to go ahead and bring in Virizion for sure. Virizion being one of my MVPs in this team. Virizion, more people need to play Virizion. Since people are starting to play Sand teams and Rain teams, Virizion should see a lot more play. I'm very surprised Virizion's not seeing a lot more play than Terrakion. I know Terrakion has the Rock Slide pressure and it does a ton more damage than Virizion, but Virizion has that Leaf Blade and it can ignore Munguses, which Munguses are starting to see a decent amount of play. You bring a Mungus, you bring a Virizion with your, let's say, Metagross or Kangaskhan, you could just put in a ton of work, which is very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Virizion, and I think Kangaskhan. Do I want to bring Kangaskhan? Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in Heatran. And I think I want to bring in Thundurus. So I can T-Wave everything to death. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Thundurus. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. I'm not going to bring Heatran in this particular matchup because, like I said on 2 videos before, Heatran is mostly here just to deal with the Munguses and to deal with Grass-type Pokemon. like Whimsicots and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Virizion and Kangaskhan, two very powerful Pokemon. Now, hopefully he brings in his own Kangaskhan, which I think he did. Nice, he did. He brought in his own Kangaskhan, so he's probably going to go for a fake out here. So let's go ahead and quick guard and a low kick his Kangaskhan. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully I clicked on... Oh, my goodness. Hopefully I didn't screw it up and clicked on close combat. I'm going to be very upset if that happened. Hopefully I did go for the quick guard. Oh, hopefully this is not... I made mistakes part 2. Mistakes were made part 2. Oh, my goodness. So my opponent is very... Oh, he predicted it. Nice. So what he's going to bring in? Entei? Metagross. Okay. So very interesting. Metagross is going to not take a lot of damage, but it is going to be a neutral hit. So he's probably going to go ahead and set up Tailwind, which is very scary. He probably thought I was going to go fake out in that slot, but I am going to go for a quick guard. Either he predicted it, or he just didn't know and he just made that play for the heck of it. So I am going to do a ton of damage to Metagross because it's resisted. I mean, non-resisted is neutral. So, that's going to happen. So I think I'm going to go for a close combat here. I mean, a Leaf Blade here. I think this is the better option. Go for a Leaf Blade and go for a Sucker Punch. He's either going to protect or scald. He's either going to go for a substitute with the Metagross, or he's going to scald with the Suicune onto my Kangaskhan slots. Either or, something might die, something might not, I don't know. So Sucker Punch is going to go off, the Metagross is going to be gone, seeing how much damage I did with my low kick, so I am going to be able to knock out Metagross, and more than likely he's probably going to go for a Scald onto the Kangaskhan, knowing that Kangaskhan is a very powerful Pokemon and a very strong threat. So he's going to go for a Scald onto the Kangaskhan, as you guys see there. If he gets a burn, it's fine. Kangaskhan has already done enough. This Leaf Blade is going to do a ton of damage. It should not knock out Suicune, because Suicune is such a bulky Pokemon, as you guys can see there. He does have Rocky Helmet, sadly enough. So that is unfortunate that he does have Rocky Helmet. Now he knows I have Quick Guard, so if he brings in Kangaskhan, he can just go for an attacking move, which is very unfortunate. I could switch into Thundurus, this is always a possibility, and go for a Protect to stall out his moves here. So Hydreigon, very scary Pokemon, do not want to face up against that whatsoever. So let's go for a Protect here, and I think I'm going to go ahead and, this has already been one turn of Tailwind, which is very scary. I could go for a Sucker Punch onto the Suicune slot, and then go for a close combat into the Hydreigon slot, but I'm pretty sure Hydreigon is faster. I think he's going to go for a Scald on... You know what? Let's go ahead and switch out into Thundurus and go for a ballsy Sucker Punch onto the Suicune. And hopefully I can knock out the Suicune. This is a ballsy move, but I think Kangaskhan has already done enough work. I just want to pretty much kill this Suicune, and he's just going to go for a tagging move, which will knock out the Suicune. He's going to do... Ooh! Suicune, very bulky. I do knock it out. Nice. Okay, so this was a good turn for me. If he goes for a Draco Meteor onto my Landorus might die, depending on what item he has. He might not. Don't know for sure. So he's just going to go for a straight-up Heat Wave here. Landorus, my Pokemon are going to take this very well. Oh, critical hit on Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan should have took that very well, but he did get the critical hit, sadly enough. But I'm in a good position. I am in a very good position here. So he's going to go ahead and bring out his Kangaskhan. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and T-Wave his Hydreigon and go for a low kick onto his Kangaskhan. More than likely, he's just going to fake out the Kangaskhan, which is not a very smart move. He should fake out the Thundurus and go for another Heat Wave. If anything, he should do that. If he doesn't, he's going to be in a world of hurt. So this should be the last turn of Tailwind, if I remember correctly. I need to write these down. So he's going to go for a fake out onto the... Yep, he goes for a fake out onto the Thundurus. Very smart move there. I'm trying to do as much damage as possible. I am going to go ahead and pop Citrus Berry, which is fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and heal up nicely. And he's going to go for a Heat Wave. If he misses on Kangaskhan... Nope, don't miss on Kangaskhan. If he would have missed on Kangaskhan, I would have got a free low kick there, did a ton of damage, maybe knock him out, I don't know for sure. But Tailwind is going to go into Peter out, and it looks like he is stuck onto onto his ability over here. So I could go for a quick guard and just T-wave everything. But I feel like I need to knock out this you know what? Let's go for a T-wave onto this guy over here and go for a close combat onto the Kangaskhan, and hopefully he doesn't have Protect or anything crazy. So T-wave is going to come off. He might go for a Sucker Punch onto the Virizion, since Virizion does resist it. But no, he's not going to go for any moves like that. I am going to get a free close combat off, which is going to knock out the Kangaskhan. And even if he knocks out the Virizion here with the with a fire type move, I still have Landorus in the back that can put in a ton of work. So let's see. He's paralyzed. Nice. So this is going to be another win with this team, and I'm pretty happy. This team has been putting in a lot of work after those two very unfortunate battles in the first two videos with this team. This team is actually putting in a lot of work now. I'm starting to love this team. And if you guys are going for nationals, if you guys are going to nationals, consider Virizion. Virizion can counter a lot of things in the meta right now. It counters Rain very well. It counters Rain very well. It counters any priority Pokemon very well. If you're facing up against Smeargles, you can put Double Kick on it. It gains the access of taunts, so you can surprise people with taunts. It can do very well against Sand Teams, which Sand Teams have been seeing a ton of play lately. And what else can it do? It puts in a lot of work against a lot of teams. It just disrupts Amoonguses very well, because Amoonguses cannot touch it. I cannot put it to sleep. Giga Drain doesn't really do that much. Unless it has a Sludge Bomb, it's not going to do anything. You can bypass the Rage Powder and then just knock out your opponents. Like you saw there, I can just go for an easy Quick Guard, disrupts Pokemon with priority moves. Virizion is a very powerful Pokemon, and if you guys are going to Nationals, consider running one of these, because I feel like more people need to play Virizion, because I feel like it's the answer to the Pokemon right now in the meta right now. Hopefully it doesn't change, but I think Virizion is the answer right now to the type of meta that is running right now. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little rant at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please go ahead and look down below in the links and vote for the new team that I'll be running next episode. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later with more battle videos. Bye, guys.